Today I will be making Parmesan crusted pork chops, and it is easy to make, and my family has been making it for years. It was purchased this morning and held in the refrigerator until it was ready to be prepared. It was purchased from Walmart at a total cost of $3.82, weighing about 1.01 pounds at $3.78 per pound. It was packaged in a styrofoam and clear package with no holes or spillage of meat or liquid. The product is intact and is a light pinkish color. The product looked like it was packaged at Walmart instead of delivered to Walmart. The meat was purchased this morning and kept in the refrigerator at 34 degrees Fahrenheit until ready. If it was not labeled, you can tell that it is a pork product because it is a light pinkish color. Pork chop comes from the loin of the pig, which runs from the hip to the shoulder, also known as a loin chop. This product will be baked in the oven because it holds the spices and juices better if done properly for this recipe. Before preparing your dish, you need to make sure your hands and work area are sanitized. In order to do so, you should wash your hands and sing the happy birthday song at least twice. Today I will be using a plastic cutting board for the meat. You should always use a plastic cutting board for meat because wooden cutting boards soak up the bacterial and can cause microbial growth. Today the ingredients that were used is paprika, breadcrumbs, pepper, parsley, garlic powder, and Parmesan cheese. And all these ingredients were mixed inside of a bowl so we can make our Parmesan crust. After preparing the ingredients, the non-meat ingredients in a bowl, you need to take each pork chop and put them in the breadcrumbs. Make sure it's evenly dispersed between each pork chop and each side. And take the pork chop out and you can place it on a cutting board until time is ready. And lastly, after this step, we will put them in a pan and sear them for about 5 minutes on each side before we place them in the oven. After breading each pork chop, you then have to sear the pork chops in a pan on medium-low with a little bit of olive oil for about 5 minutes on each side. Once this side is done after 5 minutes, you flip it over and wait another 5 minutes as it sears. After searing each side in olive oil for about 5 minutes, you then place the pork into a glass pan. Then after that, you place in the oven, which is preheated to about 350 for about 30 to 40 minutes. After about 40 minutes of cooking, these pork chops look really well. About halfway through the cooking, I flip them to brown each side. So now we're going to check the temperature and go in from the side with a thermometer about halfway through. And it'll go up to 60. About 160 is where we need it. 140 between 160. And we're good. Okay. You can pause it. Now I'm going to cut it and make sure everything looks well. And it looks pretty good. There are your Parmesan crusted pork chops. With your leftover meat, you want to place it in an airtight plastic bag and place it in the refrigerator and eat within 2 to 3 days. Make sure all the air is out, and you're good.